say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just a beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light. Enter night. Greater than. Exit light. Oh, enter night. Enter night. Take my hand. We're off to never, never land. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo. Oh, we're off to never, never land. Take my hand. We're off to never, never land. Take my hand. We're off to never, never land. Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. Guys, welcome to a Geek Culture Unleashed toy unboxing. It's going to be a great one, guys. We've got, as always, me. The Dumbledore's door is always open. Gandalf without the gray or the white because I'm all black. Joy to LaForge, Captain of Enterprise, the Swag King with a crown. Shout out to Sunday Swagger, the long lost homie of Zach Morris and AC Slater. Since y'all got jokes, I am Left Eye E.G.O. I am joined by the commander of the toy army, my man, my friend, Rowan of the Empire. We've got the man telling you that his character is what Gaston from Beauty and the Beast should have been. It's John A. Douglas. And as always, the man telling you about the holy grails and what you need to find, my man, boom, Jacob Ironside. Guys, how are we doing this afternoon?
Doing well. Thank you for having us today.
Did you just hit us with a soft jazz opening of Metallica's Enter Sandman?
Dude, there's this guy, I forget his name, it's like John Francisco, I think. I tagged him from yesterday. He's been making yacht rock mashups for the last 3 weeks, and it has been awesome. I'm not going to lie. You haven't lived until you've heard Bye 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 as yacht rock, okay? It's astounding.
I was lucky enough to live through Bye Bye Bye, the OG version, the first time.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. It's been wonderful. Jacob Ironside, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good to be here. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, dude. No problem at all. Thank you guys for joining. Frankly, this is all just proof of life for me and Roman, for our wives that we have, so to get murdered.
And I have some stuff I found that you would love to have, but is way beyond your budget.
We'll talk off screen on how we can attain such a budget, because it's kind of like
Jacob.
Yes.
And making a cameo.
She's right there. You can't say things. Everybody stop talking immediately.
I didn't do it.
Making a cameo. We cut Shiro. Honey, how are you doing?
I'm good. I just came to scare you guys again.
So she wanted to make sure she had this as a special announcement for her, because she's got a toy that she wants to show off. Guys, if you're new to this, we go round robin with all of our toys. Typically, it's me, Roman, Jacob Ironside, but we've got two guests, Johnny Douglas and Shiro. I'm going to let Shiro go first because she just wants to show this off to let us know, and she can get in and out. Shani, why don't you show everyone what you have?
Okay. I got Legos.
There you go. So she went with Legos, guys.
That's going to be our Thanksgiving centerpiece. And apparently I can buy multiples and put them together in a circle.
Wow, that's fascinating. I had no idea they did such a thing.
See, look at that. How many pieces you working on, honey?
812.
Yikes.
She'll be busy for hours, bro.
That's what you said about the last one.
That was like 500 pieces, though.
Oh, the other one was really easy to put together.
Guys, please find the most intricate one with the most pieces you can, so I can keep her busy. Please.
Yeah, but this will be our Thanksgiving centerpiece.
Yes, we can't keep any plants alive in our house, so the one for the lilies that she got, and this is gonna have to suffice in the meantime. So yeah, I didn't know that she'd be into Legos this
That's
much,
really
so
cool.
we got her for the dried centerpiece.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing, honey.
Bye, guys.
Very cool. Bye, Shiros. Nice to see you.
E.G.O, I'm sharing something with you.
Oh.
I shared something with you, E.G.O.
So, all right. So now
a little Lego related. Like I had this period in the early 90s when I was super into like the Lego sci-fi sets they had at the time, right? Ice Planet, Spyria, Space Police. That shit was the jam. Blacktron was good. And then there was another one called M-Tron, which had kind of a red and neon yellow aesthetic. Now, I had a pretty big collection of all of them, but there was one I really wanted. It's the one I shared to you. This was my white whale. This was my holy grail.
Oh,
and,
dude, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sharing what he just sent me to me. I'm going to share it with you guys now. I remember these.
Yeah. This thing right here was $60 in 1993 money. Okay. And the problem was I got into these sets right as this particular Lego set, the M-Tron, was being phased out. So it was not on the shelves that much anymore. I saw this bitch one time at the mall, $60 on the shelf. And I'm like, I never get over to the mall. My mom would like bring us like once or twice a year. And I saw it and I was like, I want it. I know they don't have the money for it. I don't have the money for it. And I had to walk away from it. And it broke my heart. And I just, to this day, wish I had gotten this one to go along. Like I felt like a lot of my stuff would have been complete. But yeah, man, I really did like these Lego sets. And this one right here, man, dude, it was just the one I always, it's the one that got away, right?
Yeah, those were cool.
See, good.
Roboting.
Oh, Lord. Things are happening all over the place.
Guys,
we motorbotting again.
All right, you're good now.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So, who would like to go next? Actually, Roman, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to do a real quick one to open, and then I'm going to show something, but then I'm going to do an opening. So this one, I just wanted to show everyone and say thank you, E.G.O, for my birthday present.
Oh, nice.
There was much swearing, and at least 4 people died while I was building it. But I think it came out really nice. So thank you, my friend.
Cool.
I don't know if E.G.O can hear me at all. Not one word I'm saying. He's just there floating in the ether. It's okay. But anyway, so there's this really cool Captain America Lego that E.G.O got me for my birthday, and I wanted to. Oh, now he's just gone. We're in charge now. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yes.
There we go.
I know what I'm going to E.G.O for his birthday next year. That would be
I'm sorry,
internet.
guys.
That's all right.
All right, so there was the Captain America Lego figure, and now this is I want to start with something strong from what came in the mail. This is the McFarlane Collector's Edition of Sergeant Rock. This popped up on the radar, and man, I was just so excited to get this.
I had a figure of him when I was a kid.
See, I never had Sergeant Rock. I've got a series of Nick Furies, of course, but I didn't have Sergeant Rock. And this guy is really cool. So he comes with a dagger, a shovel, which is stupid, a bunch of hands, and no gun. Because McFarlane doesn't do guns for DC figures. But look at the detail on this guy, right down to his dog tags. If I can get the camera to focus. Come on, work with me just a little bit. There we go. So very nice detail on this figure. So I have the McFarlane accessory pack. So I've got all the guns I can want to add on to this figure, since, like I said, it doesn't come with one. But it's quite a striking figure, just as far as detail goes. It's got a lot of weight to it. And just like everything else, McFarlane puts out a good product, and this is another one. I just wish they could get out of the gun battle with DC. So there is Sergeant Rock. E.G.O.
He had to restart on his end because his internet connection.
Okay, well, I can show you guys.
Still on you, man.
Well,
entertain the people.
I can show you the rest of the stuff here. So he comes with a bunch of hands. He comes with the expensive ass card holder, which is what makes it a collector's edition, and this stupid freaking shovel, which whatever, it's fine. That's something I would look for in an action figure. But like I said,
a combat shovel, I mean, you could use as a weapon.
It is a combat shovel, that's true. But if he's going into combat with just a shovel, Sergeant Rock has a pretty limited survival time.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Now, spades are a pretty ubiquitous part of the kits that our servicemen went into battle with. I mean, they all had a spade for some reason or another.
That's so they could dig trenches and avoid the bullets from the guys who had guns.
I mean, it's better not having one if you need to dig a trench. And don't forget the soldiers too. That was his melee weapon. Was the
sharpen the blade of the
and that's fine. I wish it would come with a gun. That's all I'm saying. A gun is the actual weapon of a soldier. But that's the DC contract, so it is what it is. Poor E.G.O is stuck in limbo up there. Are you back, sir?
He's still working on it. He's got his ears on. He can't hear it just yet, though.
There we go, guys. I am so sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, E.G.O's like in the eye of the storm here.
Yeah. It must be some weather going through Texas because I hadn't... I'm dry as a bone over here, right next door, proverbially speaking. If that was your turn, I guess I could go take my turn next. Looking over it. Oh, yeah, look at all that weather going through. Yep, I see all that. I'm looking at my radar right now.
So if you, of course, I can't share anything because I have no control over E.G.O's page. So you're just, whatever you got is what you got.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll go because I just wanted to show off that Lego thing real quick. I don't think that would really counted as my turn, but I'll go next. I'll show you guys now. I have actually an interesting kind of a history with toys in that for a good part of my life, or at least the first 10 years, I didn't actually have that many. I grew up very frugal. And let's face it, I was poor. There were times when we were actually borderline homeless, if not completely homeless. Goodness. And well, my dad, he dropped out of high school at 15. He was working out of pocket in construction jobs in the 80s. We did not have a lot of money, but we had family and we were good. And my dad didn't grow up with toys, right? My dad grew up in the 70s, even poorer than I did. And all he had to entertain himself with was working on junk cars. And so naturally, what does he do now? He buys junk cars and he fixes them up over time. That's his hobby. And in his view, toys were essentially a waste of money. And I grew up in the zeitgeist of the 80s with the G.I. Joes, the Transformers, freaking Thundercats, and all that shit. So, and I really wasn't allowed to touch too much into that. Like I hear people talking about their big Christmas thing that they wanted was, a Nintendo and the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. I didn't even know that aircraft carrier existed. I had all the toys that I had between the ages of like 5 and about 11 years old could fit in one toy box. I had like one Transformer, 2 G.I. Joes, 1 Thundercat, Hot Wheels, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that. And I spent most of my time outside playing. Dad didn't really get this whole, I've got Optimus Prime. I did have him. That was cool. I need Megatron too. And I need, good guys on both sides so I can have battles. That he didn't understand. He just said, you've got one Transformer. You don't need another one. There's no reason for that. That kind of spilled over to my video game hobby later, but that's a different thing. But when I was about 11, 12 years old, Dad kind of eased up. And don't think that he was a stingy dude. He did kind of come to the realization, especially since I had a younger brother, that having kids love playing with toys. And my sons playing with toys makes them happy. So, when I get my weekly allowance, he'd take me up to Walmart and we'd find stuff. And I got in just in time to get in on the Ninja Turtle craze. Now, I'm not a big collector these days. I do not have the room for it. I have not had the room for a big collection for a long time, and I've long said, one man's collection is another man's clutter. But I do have a few things that I collect just in case, just for the sentimental value. And so when Ninja Turtles was the biggest thing in the world, guys, I had all of them, and I'm not exaggerating. I had every action figure, every play set. Yes, I had the TMNT. What was it? The underground, the sewer play set, the turtle van, the Technodrome, all the little vehicles, all the big vehicles, if all the variants of the turtles and the bad guys. I had a room full of these toys, and they unfortunately they went to younger cousins who, like me, were kind of growing up. They had a single mom, and so old game systems and toys went to them so they would have toys to play with. But when they re-released these not that long ago, I had to get all four, and it actually took me a few weeks to find all of them. But I got the reproductions of the originals: Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and of course Raphael. And you can tell by the way their faces are structured that these are reprints of like the very original versions of the Turtles, complete with all the little plastic weapons that are inevitably going to get lost in favor of the main weapon they're usually featured with. I don't know why they did that. I had a lot of different Turtle toys that I really enjoyed, but I figured if I was going to collect anything like this right here would be a big part of my childhood. It'd be a big thing for me to collect. It just meant a lot to me. You can see I don't have a whole heck of a lot that I collect. I do have a couple things right here. This is a Funko Pop of a gelatinous cube from D&D. It's the only Funko Pop I've ever sprung for. Not a big fan of those things, but this was a pretty cool get, and I use it during our D&D games. And I'm a big fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles JRPGs for the Nintendo Switch, and this was a gift from my son for Christmas several years ago. This is Shulk, the main character of the first Xenoblade Chronicles. It's one of those amiibos they use, and they occasionally use it on Smash Brothers. But I like this character, the sword that he has, the Monado. This is just a really cool collectible I have. There's others that are a lot more expensive now that they're on the secondary market and they're not in, they're not in production anymore. So that really is about it. The only other thing that would count on my end as a toy, but I like toys, especially in my early teens, because it was an outlet for my imagination, which is something that would inevitably go into creating the things that I wrote, the stories that I wrote as a hobby writer in the 90s and 2000s. And then as I went into novels, like a lot of animation from the 90s and a lot of imagination that I poured into playing with those toys really kind of helped solidify the storytelling methods I had that led to helped lead to the creation of my first epic fantasy novel, The Black Crown. And a lot of people occasionally ask me when I get into interviews, where do you come up with your story ideas? And I'm like, this never stops. And it never stopped when I had these, and I'm 43 years old now, and it still never stops. And I'm still daydreaming up stories to put onto paper. So, that's what I got.
Cool.
And those Legos. I had the Legos at the same time. Those sets. I had almost every Lego from those sets that I mentioned earlier and had them on display. And looking around, I don't really have room for a lot of the shelves and stuff. And going back and recollecting stuff, that's a lot of money, and I'd rather kind of move forward. I did have a bunch of, other toys that I had from teenage years. And I found like an old school, like an OG Optimus Prime at a flea market once. I gave that to my son so that, he would play with it. I kind of believe that toys need to be played with. You buy toys to play with them, right? And I had a kid. I wasn't gonna, hold out a toy on him and be one of these guys that collects them and says, "Don't touch them." Because I had an uncle like that, right? Like he had Robotech toys. He had all kind of really cool stuff when I was young, and he never let me play with them. Rightfully so, because I would play with them really rough, and I would destroy, come close to destroying them sometimes. But I never collected anything that I don't that I could live without. You know what I'm saying? Statues were cool and all of that, but if my kids came in here and busted it, I might be mad, but I'm not gonna throw a fit over it.
Yeah. I think
E.G.O.
Roman, you're muted. I think.
I haven't heard from Roman yet.
That's because I'm an idiot.
There you go.
Guys, I am.
You were
so
never muted. We were
sorry.
just
My
ignoring
hands
you for
are
fun.
dirty.
It's like, God, no one is listening to me. What? Why? Because I'm a moron. No, what I was asking John when I was an idiot was who's the company that put out the Turtles?
I don't know. I just stumbled across them in Walmart, and I'm like, oh, they're re-releasing what I loved as a kid. It looks, I guess, Playmates. It says Playmates on the back.
Okay.
And the backs like are complete total reproductions of what they were look like back in the day.
Back in the day.
Like
That's
this is completely faithful, right? Right down the packaging. And I actually bought 2 sets of these and gave the second set to my son to let him play with them. They're sitting in, of course, they're sitting in his thing now, and he's more interested in playing with like Gmod and computer games these days. But no kids should be without toys. I'm a big believer in that.
No, I am as well. When I was a kid, I didn't have friends. I had toys, so it was sad yet magical. Mostly sad, but still a little magical. Jacob, are you set up to actually show your stuff? Had to be a better way to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a second.
One day I will get admin
bring it
control
up
of
on
E.G.O's
my
channel.
screen. Oh, it's not there. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up on my screen. See if that worked. Well.
Uh-oh.
It was.
We got glitches all over the folks today, folks. Sorry about that. I blame E.G.O mostly because he's not here and cannot defend himself, which is the best way to accuse someone.
I mean, absolutely. It's my favorite thing to do is bash E.G.O when he's not around.
There we go. There we go.
Is that Don
this
Corleone?
Is
you look like a lot like the Godfather.
This is a hot toy.
Oh, okay.
Wow, dude.
This is a hot toy. It comes with the chair. It comes with a cat. Remember, he sits with a cat on his lap. Oh man, this figure is what? Let me see. How much is this?
How much is this one, Jacob?
It is $670.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
Yikes. Yeah,
and
see that's
I mean it.
I'm frugal, man. That's too rich for my blood. Even for something.
Yes, me too.
I really wanted the Yaira statue that the Rippaverse put out, and I was like, okay, installments. I really could not justify the cost of the statue. No. Especially when I've got a book cover to order.
Everything I'm showing here is beyond most people's budget. It's just crazy how much some of these things go for. But there's a closer picture of the figure, and it looks like a photograph from the movie or something. It's the head sculpt is that good. So
they do put out good things. You know where that $700 went. I mean, if I didn't buy any albums for a month, I can buy that figure, but then I wouldn't buy any albums this month. So yeah, Hot Toys. I love the Hot Toys stuff. I eyeball it from afar because that's really about all I can do. Because I mean, stretching on an action figure, we're looking at $60 or $70 when you're really pushing. And that's when you're really pushing. But $700. But I mean, if you've got the money and you're a collector, if you're like me, but you have $2 million to just kind of spend on shit, that's the stuff that that's where that money would go.
Yeah.
It amazes me that there are, enough collectors for stuff like this that, these businesses can, consistently do this. Godfather, great character. Not something I would spring for, but if the price is right and I had the money, there's some Hot Toys I've seen would not hurt my feelings. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Are you back, E.G.O? Are you back?
Bro, I am having a full-on meltdown here trying to get this thing to fix. I am
Poor
so
E.G.O.
sorry.
Mute this real quick.
I am so sorry. That's Jesus. Who's supposed to be up next? I really apologize.
I think you are at this point,
Yeah,
E.G.O.
you're up.
Bro,
You're up.
You've
yeah,
been
let me
gone
do
for
this.
45 minutes, dude. We're
Pretty much. I mean, geez, I am so sorry, guys, but I'll make it worth the wait. Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right, so
In case you
I
missed it,
pre-ordered
this
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over a
Hold
Don Corleone
Oh,
figure
hold on.
from Hot
Let me
Toys.
see it. Oh, wow. That's the actual. Damn, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Would this be a
It's
bad time
expensive.
to
The
tell you
price
guys?
tag is though. The
Yeah,
price
okay,
tag
well,
is though. It's
what's the price tag?
$670. $670.
Is it posable or is it just like in that pose and you leave
Hey,
it like
E.G.O.
that?
Oh yeah, it's posable. It's posable.
Hey,
Hot
I
Toys.
got a little guest wants to show off her favorite toy real quick. Go
Oh,
ahead,
go,
Riley, in front of the
please.
camera. This is my daughter Riley's one of her favorite toys. She played with this as
Nice.
Supergirl for a long time. She had a
Nice.
Supergirl originally, like very much in the same style like this. And she had kind of identified with Supergirl because Supergirl's kind of blonde and very active, and so was she. And so
That's
this was
awesome.
one of her. I told her, go get your favorite toy to show off, and
Right
on.
this is it.
Nice.
Is,
Keeping it
one of her-
alive. I love it.
Yeah, they were releasing these around the time that Supergirl, the TV show, started up.
I can't really watch the show.
Right.
Huh?
I can't really watch the show.
Okay, we can rewatch it a little later.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, this is the same like from the same run of
Yeah.
action figures for girls. I think it's a doll, but it looks a lot more like an
It's
action
a
figure.
doll.
Very long legs on it, but this was the Wonder Girl. She would show off her Supergirl, but it got chewed up by one of the dogs.
Oh dear, not so
Yeah,
super.
it's not toy anymore.
Supergirl was not stronger than than our English Mastiff.
Oh, dear.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Yeah,
Thanks,
Oh,
lady.
thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Thank you.
I did.
that
Not
was
bad
cool.
at all. All right. Again, guys, I'm so sorry. I'll try to at least show you guys at least one before.
Coming in good
gives me
now.
a problem. Dude, I had to move the entire damn modem thingy or whatever box this is into this room to get it to work. So like
Oh my
we're
God.
doing Google. We have to do Google Fi or something because I can't have this stand. I apologize, guys.
We're gonna talk after the show, E.G.O. I'll help.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was having a full scale meltdown. Shiro was like, calm down, we'll get it fixed later. I'm like, I want it fixed now. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to make it worth your while because I pre-ordered this and I let Roman know, but I wound up getting Dark.
Yeah, oh, you got it. You've already got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
dude. Yeah, so for
He's a
anyone that
hefty
knows
boy.
me, he is, yeah. So if anyone that
Oh,
knows
that is
me and
Beautiful. I'm waiting for mine.
Did it come
Dude,
with a
yeah.
couch? Please tell me it came with a couch.
I wish, dude. Let me see what I got. Hold on.
There's
gotta
an
open-
inordinate amount of scenes of people coming up on Darkseid, sitting on their couches in their apartments in the comics. I don't know why, but
Okay.
it's a thing.
Okay, I'll have to look at that, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing. Sorry, so I pre-took all this out, and Roman, you'll be pleased to know that this one has the actual cloth cape. Hold on, I am sorry because
No,
the
the cloth
waist, they tried
cape
to
is
cool.
king.
Yes, we have to
The
go back to
posable
the
one.
So McFarlane with all their new figures, it's either a cloth cape or a cloth cape
Yeah.
with a wire. So they've made
Yes.
a really big leap with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
this one's a wire, so you can actually kind of pose the wiring. So if you look at it right here, it's actually the cloth cape, but because it's wired towards the bottom, if I want to look like the cape is flowing, I can kind of do that. Like it's
That's
heavily
great.
detailed. Yeah, it's got his like his
Yeah, that's
Omega beam effects. And I do like this. I really wish I could do the point like this. So you got the point on here, you got an extra fist, and it actually has the extra, just the grimacing head here.
Yeah, man.
Like,
That's
It's
the
incredibly
one.
detailed.
That's
So yeah, so this was definitely worth the price for the size of it and the fact they're giving people extra molds of the heads and the hands instead of just putting the action figure in the box and say, hey, take it
Yeah.
because no one else has made this one so far. So definitely
Hey.
worth it. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you have a regular size McFarlane figure you can do for a size comparison?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me see what I got.
Don't mess your stuff up. I don't want to be responsible for this.
I'm letting it run. I can give you a typical. Ooh, damn! From McFarlane.
Yeah. So for those watching, the McFarlane,
Yes.
their standard figures are 7-inch scale.
Yeah.
Versus the Marvel Legends, which are 6-inch scale.
6, right. So if I want to give you guys a scale, so I got the Alan Scott one that I got a few months back, the last one unboxing we did. So this is 7-inch scale here, and this is Dark Side. So it is.
Wow,
it's about 8
dude.
or 9-inch. We're looking at size comparison.
He dwarfs him. Holy crap! I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah. So I mean, they're making it worth the price tag for however much the pre-order was for this. But this is also why I'm trying to Douglas. I don't know if you know this, but like they're winding up buying these. People are buying like 6 or 7 of these at a time during the pre-orders and reselling them for like 3 times the market value at this point.
I can't stand that market does that.
Yeah,
they've ruined used game collecting because of this shit.
Yes,
upmarking. That's a whole different. That's a completely different stream, completely different topic. And I'm
actually I don't mind doing that one. That'll be a good one to talk about.
Oh yeah,
like the ups and downs of collecting.
I'll be there and I'll bring the fire, man.
Well, and E.G.O, you and I have talked about that before. That's one of the main reasons we have our little toy group in Twitter, because I'm sitting on the edge of the wall like a vulture, waiting to find out when these pre-sales are coming out. You have to get in on the pre-sale. If you miss the pre-sale, you're screwed. You might wander across it in the wild, but that is so unlikely. And then you're left with a secondary market where you have this. So you're paying at least double for the figure. And because the vultures are everywhere.
Yeah. And so the thing that me and Roman also find with the email list from McFarlane is it comes out 20 minutes after the actual release. So by the time you get that email saying, hey, this is live, and you go on, you're like, oh my God. Yeah, you're like, how could it gone if it's only been 45 seconds? Like, no, it went on sale, or the actual sale was 20 minutes before that.
Yep.
And I think Roman told me that, and I've been looking ever since to figure that out. But yeah, so if you're ever on the McFarlane email list or any toy list, just know that the day that they're saying it comes out, get on there right away, because the time they say is not going to be what you think it is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 9 o'clock for their new toys, but it's not. I got burned on that for the last batch of Spawn Call of Duty action figures. They just came out on Thursday, and I was waiting, and someone on Facebook put out the email saying, hey, they're live, and I got on. It was well before 9 o'clock, and they were already sold out. You didn't even get the chance to buy them live.
Wow. I am so sorry. Never too old for Lego. Welcome, dude. I'm supposed to be hosting this, but I'm so sorry that I'm late to bringing all this up because I just got in. Sorry about that, man. But yeah, who would like to go up next?
I took my turn while you were. I took my turn while you were going, and trying to fix your internet problems. But I'll give you like a little skim through.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that I had put up was I told me, you can go back and watch it. Told my story about my relationship, with the history of toys, but not a big collector. But when they released these replicas of the original run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I had to get these just on the principle of of the thing. I had to have all 4 original OG Turtles. I probably should have got Shredder, but again, I don't have a lot of space for collecting stuff. Leonardo, my favorite, of course, and these are just, they meant a lot to me. I had all of them, E.G.O. I had all the play sets, Technodrome, the different turtle variants. I had anything. If it was a Ninja Turtle toy, I owned it at some point. And I had a lot of them. And I was also mentioning Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite, one of my favorite game series of all time. This is an amiibo that my son got me for Christmas a couple years back. This is Shulk, the main character of Xenoblade Chronicles. So that means a lot to me. He stays up there with my gelatinous cube. This is the only Funko Pop I've ever bought, the gelatinous cube that I use. And mostly I just use it for my my Dungeons and Dragons games with my kids. But it was one of my favorite D&D monsters. And,
dude,
that was about it.
Awesome, man. Dude, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it, man.
You go back and watch the extended version later. That was the abridged version.
I have to do that. I'm going to have to do that. Like, especially if I have to find out what your relationship with action figures before and why you had to recollect. I definitely can't wait.
That was my dad. My dad didn't see much value in toys, and also we were poor mostly. And then he kind of eased up on that in the early '90s, and then I was just spending my allowance on everything. Generally, I'll buy a whole lot of stuff. Here's this, not a toy, but this meant a lot to me. I love this. I love this show back when I was a kid. At the same time that I was collecting the Ninja Turtle stuff, this was what's usually referred to as Sonic Saddam, the Saturday morning Sonic cartoon. There's been a lot of them by now, but this one was really good, well voiced, and really good writing at times. There were some episodes that were pretty exceptional and pretty mature for what it was. Very underrated gem.
Definitely. And that was the one with what's his name? That's
Jaleel White.
Jaleel White. There we go. Yes.
And that was a big announcement at the time. We were all everybody heard that when that announcement got through. Jaleel White. Urkel? Can I do that? Is gonna be Sonic. How is that gonna? And the first time I heard the voice, I'm like, okay, that sounds fine.
That works.
That sounds fine. And he's had a couple different voices since then that have been kind of passable. Roger Craig Smith is the longest tenured actor to play him. I never cared for his version of Sonic. Ben Schwartz plays the voice of Sonic in the movies, and I gotta say, I think he does a great job. He really sounds naturally like Sonic. Unlike Chris Pratt, whose Mario voice sounds like neither Chris Pratt nor Mario.
Fair. That's fair. Slap him on everything. Slap Chris Pratt's voice on everything.
Yeah, why not?
I got you. My man, Roman, sir, you are up. What you got?
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go a little bit weird because I can.
Let's do it.
So again, this is from McFarlane. This is from the McFarlane Music Maniacs collection, and they put out some really cool figures. But this one is the one that caught my eye. Eddie from Iron Maiden. I saw this and I was like, I gotta get Eddie. So unfortunately, I can't pre-open this when you go, so I just got to rip this bastard out.
Okay.
So doing it live with me. 1, 2, 3, rip.
No.
So there are action figure fans screaming across the nation. What is he doing? Is he actually taking it out of the box? I am an out of the box guy because, like John said, I like to play with the toys. I get them out. I've got a whole stand behind me, which is full of these things, which if you watch my show regularly, you are aware of. So we're going to get some of his stuff here too. So here's Eddie. Let's see if I can get a good, there we go. Look at that. Look at that mug on that guy. That is gorgeous. And of course he comes with the British flag. Let's see, which hand is he holding that? I'm trying to get it so he's album cover accurate. British flag, and he comes with a saber as well, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I'm right out. Everything's falling apart. It's all falling apart, people. It's all falling apart in real time.
Would you prefer this setup before the other one?
So here's the saber and the flag. Sorry, I dropped everything because, again, as I stated earlier, I am an idiot. So here we go. And I love the flag. It's the ragged flag going in the battle. If you've got, I have a few Iron Maiden t-shirts, and this has always been my favorite of their, damn it, Eddie, of their Eddie models, because there's a lot of different Eddies out there. You've seen all the different album covers, so you know what I'm talking about. But the soldier has always been, or the trooper, I should say, has always been the dude. So anyway, awesome. That's that one. Like I said, I was a little bit weird. They have several from the Music Maniacs. They have Ozzy Osbourne, Rob Zombie, a lot of different interesting characters. But like I said, this one for me was the most iconic. And so if they come out with the Joey Ramone, I would buy that too. But right now I've got Eddie, and I'm pretty happy with this figure.
Not bad at all, dude. So I guess that takes us into, I didn't know that they were going to be doing the music series, but if they wind up doing the a music series with your favorite artist, which one would it be that y'all would automatically buy?
Like I said, for me, Joey Ramone,
Yeah,
easy.
Okay. Johnny Douglas, sir? You have one that you
Wait, what was the question?
So I was saying, so I didn't know that they were doing. McFarlane actually, I think, has rights to like make action figures from musicians. So I was like, is there a musician that would be on this line that you would buy automatically?
A bit of a music normie on my end, but
that's fine. Yeah, even for the normies, what you got?
Yeah, why not? Eddie Van Halen.
Ooh,
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually come out with an Eddie figure.
Yeah,
he gets into this. He puts them out there. The quality is cool. What the hell is that for?
You know what? You know what would be funny if they announced a what was his name from Journey? Oh God, the frontman from Journey.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah,
Steve Perry.
Yes, Steve Perry. What if they announced a Steve Perry figure would be in production and then never fulfilled it like 30 years later?
Really?
Because that's what happened with Steve Perry. He left Journey to work on his own solo albums, and he's been doing that ever since. He's such a perfectionist that the dude like hardly ever finishes anything. And it's been so long since he put anything out that he's kind of lapsed out of public consciousness. And the last thing I heard about Journey, they found a guy on YouTube, a YouTube karaoke singer.
Yeah,
that sounded just like Steve Perry.
Yeah,
and that guy, and that guy got to front for Journey for several years, and then he left. And I'm like, "What are you doing? Like,
bro,
it's your only claim to fame is that you're able to do Steve Perry's songs sounding exactly like Steve Perry. What are you? Nobody cares about you. Oh, now I'm frozen.
Don't worry about it. Very good, bro. The audio
doesn't look awkward. It could be worse. It could be worse.
It could be way worse. That's how I usually look at things.
I got you. I can put you in and out and see if that'll work. Hold on. Bring it out. I think I'll just oh boy.
This is my Ryan Kennel face. Remember when Ryan Kennel's the funniest thing about him was that one freeze frame of him? Long ago. That's a deep cut. Oh well.
Sorry about that, dude. Hopefully it reroutes on there, man. But Jacob Ironside, you got anything, sir? Or the next one that's another grail that we can't afford?
Yeah. I do have some good finds here I can show too. Hang on just 1 second.
Jacob Ironside just making us more depressed with our lives, folks, because that's what he does.
Here, I'll share screen. These are actually pretty reasonable. I was surprised. Which one was it? Yeah, there it is. All right, sharing screen there.
Got it. It should be coming up in a second. There we go. Let's let it load up.
Oh, baby!
Wow. Huh?
Is that on sale?
So yeah, this is. Hang
Don't you tempt me, Jacob Ironside.
Yeah, it's $36. It's the original. Looks like a lighter colored.
I love it. I love the translucent skull.
Yeah.
That is very nice. It's a concept on there, or is that the final one? Because it says concept. I was like, okay, well, does that mean that?
No, I think it's an anniversary one, so
it's not bad at all. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I love it. They've been putting out.
Actually affordable.
So NECA's actually been putting out a ton of Alien stuff. So, well, to be fair, actually, the Romulus design looks like it. They went back to more of a retro design for their Alien and Romulus. They actually have a new Romulus figure out too. It's Romulus. I think they call it what's it? Inferno something. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the figure live. I've only seen it out in the the Wishverse. It is out there though.
Wishverse.
But it's they're all running about the same price for these Alien figures. You're talking, in the low to 30s to $40 or so. And
It's not bad.
I have one of the older figures. It's the original Alien.
Okay.
It's totally worth it. I love that thing. I've got it up on the shelf with the Predator.
Yeah.
I cannot get it down to show you, but
and I'll show you one that's unaffordable. In my
Let's
there
do
you
it,
go.
bro.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Jacob.
that's what I'm waiting
Show
for,
us
too.
the unobtainium.
Oh my god. Yeah, take your time when you get to that. Yeah, that was actually pretty affordable. Yeah, bring it up here. Load up.
So this is.
Oh, really? The Mark
I think
IV?
this is the Mark III. I think
This is Iron Man.
it's the
2,
one
so
before
that's
the
Mark IV.
triangle. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but just
Yeah, how much are we talking for this?
That's
though?
gorgeous. How much is that?
That's
How many hundreds?
really
of dollars?
detailed.
Look at that head
Oh,
sculpt.
wow.
Oh, that's
That's
fantastic.
beautiful.
if you can see it right here.
No, bro.
Estimated
920?
value. That's the estimated value of it.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's not the cost.
ooh.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, that's
Go ahead.
the
Yeah, we can hear you
estimated
now.
value.
I don't know what's up.
These are the estimated value of these.
Yeah, John Davis, we can hear you. It's just I don't know what. There's just no picture. That's all.
Oh, the sunglasses. That is fantastic.
That's very incredible.
If I drop $1,000 on an action
Even a
figure,
coffee
then I
cup?
actually do have to go live with E.G.O, which has always been a borderline thing anyway. So
Yeah, goals, bro.
Bro, that is so detailed and so nice. Who makes these?
These are Hot Toys.
Oh, okay. I think they fashion themselves in the unobtainium.
yeah, that's no lie.
That is.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Gary has a
Incredibly
few.
detailed,
Gary
man.
has a few of these, and you can see them in his background, and they all look fantastic. And it's like, man,
So those are the ones that are just sitting up on the wall in his background.
no, those are the ones. He's got shelves in there as well. So he's got the background, which is
Yep.
mostly figures like what I have.
He's
back
got
here.
different size ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E.G.O, guys, if I can interject
Yeah.
real quick. So
Go
check
ahead.
it out. I don't
Yeah.
know what's
Where
up with
is
my
John?
camera. I'm in the ether. What are you doing, jackass? No.
You said you're in there. Sorry, I had to do it.
Arguably, this is a better view of me, though. I won't lie. This is probably the best view of me. Listen, this has been a lot of fun, but my wife's back from the store. She's got all the barbecue stuff with her. And since my camera's decided to go on the fritz anyway, I'll go ahead and bow out here. Thank you for inviting me on, E.G.O. Jacob, Roman, guys, good to meet you guys. Good to stream with y'all.
Yes.
I hope
good to meet
everybody
you, sir.
has
You too, man.
happy Labor Day. Go have some damn good food. Go get you some damn good toys. And for now, I'm out. Peace.
Bro, thanks again.
Later,
man.
sir.
Later, man.
All right. Yeah, guys. Yeah, sorry. Technical difficulties have been the name of this entire
What did
stream.
you do? Did you piss off
Oh,
a
I know.
voodoo guy or something, E.G.O?
Bro,
It's just been like
It's those
Go ahead.
raccoons, man. They're all over the place.
Damn raccoons. Yeah. So I think it's because of the we switched to T-Mobile and the service is great, except whenever it's overcast or starts to rain, it messes with the internet. So
Yeah.
I've been talking with
we'll talk
yeah.
after the show. I
Thank
have
you.
I have
Sorry, guys.
at least the building blocks of a plan for you.
Hey,
I
I'm in the
appreciate
middle
this.
of internet providers right now, so
Okay, bro. Just Anyway. So I guess I'm up
I love
next.
this little guy.
So- A lot of Marvel action figures because they are Marvel action figures I collect are only from the TV shows that I watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. So imagine my surprise when I actually found out that Spider-Man came out with their actual
nice.
Alexander Smythe as actually just Smythe,
dude.
Peter Parker. Yeah,
Where did you find that, E.G.O?
Oh, you're muted, E.G.O.
okay.
I think you're back,
Yeah, there
sir.
we go.
I have no idea what's happening today, guys. So I think I found this one on Hasbro Pulse, the other app. They had a run of just all of the Spider-Man action figures. Only thing different again is about it because it's in the box. They come out a little sheathed on here. So you've got Peter Parker with a very decent sculpt.
That's a really nice looking Peter Parker.
Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, they actually got it set for his hands on here. I don't know if you see them, so that when you have the camera to gave me in here, you can actually hold it. Those are Smythe's hands. Hold on. Where did they go? Ah, here it is.
E.G.O needs a hand, everyone.
So it's cool. They actually gave Peter Parker his Spider-Man hand here. Yeah, for both on here. So if he's actually going to, before he turns Spider-Man, and critically be missing camera. Nice. So the hands actually hold the camera well. And for Smythe, Alexander Smythe, we've got, it's actually a pretty decent build on here too for him. Got the 90s mullet going on. Yeah, it's very well articulated, especially in the abs on here, which you don't really see that much of these days.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually is really good. So the only problem is now.
Let me see those feet, dude.
Bro, these are awesome.
Yeah,
on here and everything. Yeah. So I'm trying to get the regular Alexander Smythe in his power chair, but that one's a little bit harder to find at this point. But yeah, I actually like these. The good thing about at least Hasbro Pulse's action figures are they're readily accessible to stand. These are easier to stand. That's why they don't come with the black circle stands, because they're easier to do that. Outside of maybe the X-Men line, those are always leaning or falling. I don't know why. But the Spider-Man ones are pretty solid. So those are the ones that I got for that.
Cool.
Make sure I put all this back in here. Ooh, gotta check. All right, bro. I'm gonna check that out too. Part of me is scared to open up another tab or window the way my internet's been acting, but I'll risk it. So the next person up is gonna be Roman.
All right. Let's see. We did the weird one last time. This is also weird, but it's less weird. So in the the mid 80s, a character, Erwin Schwab, the Ambush Bug, was a comedic character that was created for the DC universe. His power is basically he can teleport. He really wants to be Batman's best friend, and Batman does not want to be his best friend. But if the comic book series itself is hilarious. They had a couple different runs. There was Ambush Bug, Son of Ambush Bug. There was a Christmas special. So we got, let me get the bug out of here. I was amazed, quite frankly, that McFarlane, damn you, McFarlane, and your 10,000 little things. Sorry, I missed one of the straps on this figure. So he's stuck in the box. Stuck in the box. He's never getting out, folks. Okay, here we go. I think I have freed the bug. Here we go. And he comes with his little his sidekick. I think Cheeks is his name. So he's just like this little doll that he hangs onto. It's funny. So, but here is Ambush Bug in all his green glory. And this is one of the reasons I can't use my screen when we're doing these shows, because the figures will disappear. He's got all the articulation, obviously. There's not much to this figure. It's basically just kind of straightforward, naked dude. Well, he's not naked. That's his costume. Although you will see him in like a Hawaiian shirt and stuff. He's just a goofy character who I fell in love with back in the 80s. And I never, not once expected in the year 2024 that there would be an action figure based on this figure. Like I said, pretty obscure character. If you're deep dive into comics, you know who he is. But not everybody does. But if you were a weirdo like me and love Ambush Bug, get this one. I bought this. I did a pre-order on this, but I actually found it at Target. Of course, since I'm the only one who knows who the figure is, that guy has been hanging there for like 3 weeks now. I don't need another Ambush Bug. You only require so many in your life. But again, it's a weird one, but I was so excited when they saw it was coming out.
That is awesome, guys. We'll have someone else be joining us soon that wanted to jump in as well. So I sent him the link. He'll be hopping in here soon. But yeah, that is awesome, dude. I saw that one earlier, but I didn't have any understanding of it, so I'm glad you brought it up because I was confused as hell. All right,
No, yeah,
so, all right, so
I'll send you the link to the comic line too. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
I've got that one link that has all the comic sites ever in the world. I'll send it to you.
Please do, because I'm getting between action figures and comics. I'm broke, so I'll read anything for free if I can. All right. Guys, now joining the Toy Squad, we'd like to welcome the Ultimate Kahuna. Good sir.
Hell yeah, brothers. How you doing?
Hey, welcome.
Dude, doing great, man. Thanks for joining us. How are you?
Of course, man. Yeah, E.G.O. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. I just saw your show. I'm like, damn, I didn't know so many people were streaming on a Labor Day.
Dude, that it's been a weird find. Like between me and Roman finding out we both like action figures, it was like telling a story in a campfire. In a dark and stormy night, he had action figures. We're like, oh, you too. So we're collecting everybody, man. Thank you for joining me.
Of course, man. Yeah, no, it's great.
I am adding you to the Toy Squad DM stream now, so you were in on that. So the next time we go live, you'll be first to know as well. All right.
Sweet, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I was mentioning in the chat earlier. I used to have like when I was born in '94, so I'm a youngin', but I had all of like the OG and like prequel toys, almost all of them that came out between like maybe 98 and like 2005, 2006 when I was a kid. So I was always collecting all that. Unfortunately, fortunately, some of them I still have. I let my kids play with them. But yeah, ever since I got divorced several years ago, my wife threw away anything of value that I ever owned. And
that
so
is a
like
painful tale, my friend.
Oh yeah. No, I've only recently started like getting back some of the things that I like to collect. So, like, I don't love the show, but I got this little Ava figure just the other day because I always thought Evangelion had some of the best like mech designs of any anime that I ever watched. And then I found this weird one. It was from a local nerd store, and it's a book version of the Man in Black from the Dark Tower. And I got this. I got this thing. How much do you think I paid for this thing?
That's like $100, man. That's what it looks like. If not,
I paid $6 for this.
Holy crap!
What?
Nice.
It has a real marble here that comes off. It's just
no.
And it was promotion for the movie, but it doesn't look anything like Matthew McConaughey, and it looks a lot like the book character of the book version of the character. So I was like, I'd buy this for $50, let alone obviously $6. Seems like a no-brainer. But yeah, right. So do you guys get most of your stuff on sale, or do you guys like to just get stuff as it comes out?
We wish. So I mean, the thing with, at least for me and Rome, is we have to pre-order a lot of stuff, because if we don't get it when we see it, it's going to wind up on the secondary
it's because
market.
It's limited edition kind of thing?
Well, they say everything that's been coming out in the last 3 months has been limited edition, and that's the problem. That's how they get us. So we've been pre-ordering lately at full price. The only problem is between Amazon and maybe the McFarlane toy store.
Yeah.
It'll be available, but then it gets pushed back like 3 or 4 weeks. And that's
it's like, we have to make another batch. It's going to be like 2 or 3 months before it's available.
Well, actually, you don't even get that. It's just they'll put out the pre-order. The pre-order is sold out 20 minutes before it's supposed to be online available.
Yep.
And then you either lucked out and rolled in there, or you're hunting on the secondary market. And
secondary market is a bunch of mostly scalping.
It is. It's a bunch of scalping.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It is. Especially considering like GameStop, I don't know if they're making a lot of money off of the games now, so they've gone into the toy market as well. So people that actually work at the GameStops are withholding some of them, from what I've heard on Reddit. Because I'm in the. If you guys want to know, go to the McFarlane Toys subreddit, because that's where I found out that like people that work at GameStop have been like either withholding them, or like saying that the quantity is limited, or that's just for
people have always been like for the release of new games and new those kind of stores have always done that. It's always been just a lie, pretty much. Yeah,
right. And that's why I say I know you either try to get in as quick as you can, or as early as you can, or know somebody that knows somebody, so you're not hunting on the secondary market. So
that's kind of why I miss the physical release of products. Like, when was like you guys ever go to the opening like midnight release of a game or anything, or like an old book?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like the last time I went to the midnight release of a game was 2011 Skyrim. Holy F, dude.
Wow,
I was
sir.
a child, dude, but yeah.
But I was gonna say, Ultimate Kahuna actually posed a good question, guys. Do you prefer static pose characters or adjustable one?
You know me. I'm adjustable. I am all about the adjustable.
You like
I have
to
one
find
static
cool
figure.
poses, or yeah.
I try. I mean, you can't see because it's I've got the darkness behind me right now, but yeah, I've got about 400 of posable action figures on my display.
Nice.
Yeah,
and they're as most of them are not doing super actiony stuff because of room. But I at least like to have the option. The only non-posable figure I have is the dude from the Big Lebowski, also McFarlane release. But that one's static.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. I've gotten a couple of the ones like from anime. I don't remember the company, maybe Bandai, but you can pose them and put different faces on, and so I like in a lot of those models because the joints are a little better hidden than some other companies as far as like seeing like the joints and such. So like because they have armor and all that jazz. But yeah, I always like that kind of thing.
So
I've got one of the Gundam figures that really good at hiding the joints.
Yeah, I used to have one of those too. I think my son took it. I have no idea what happened to
it. So at first I thought I was going to be the guy that bought all of the statues. And Roman's right. Just for the sake of size, I can't do that. And I got from Roman to actually just line them all up and like pack them in really tightly, and actually looks really good. The latest one that I got that is actually a statue is this one. It's from John Wick Part 2.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
one, dude. Yeah.
So what makes it worse is the fact that, bro, it's supposed to be him firing the Benelli, and this is supposed to be on here, so it looks like you can actually see the shell coming out with the actual flame of it too.
That would be cool.
But the minute I open it, this thing snapped off, so I've got to glue it back on.
I was going to say you can glue that. Yeah. Get a little plastic glue; it'll bond it better than it was probably attached originally.
Ooh, that's what.
No, plastic glue. It's I used to do Warhammer, and that was when you use plastic glue, it would hold parts to get together better than if it was attached to begin with. Honestly.
Plastic glue.
It's good to know. For a man who doesn't do a lot of gluing at this point in my life.
I used to have how many boxes? I had probably 3 or 4 army boxes full of figures. A little over half of them painted. Yeah, no, dude. I liked Warhammer when I was a kid. I got too old to like actually take them to play the game, so I would just spend inordinate amount of times painting them, and then I started getting kids, and wife said maybe we should get rid of those, and I for some reason listened. Moron. Anyway,
it's okay. It happened to me. Be gone with that. I'll show you guys.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So John, that's my setup.
Dude, that's dope. Yeah. What's your favorite Superman figure? Because like that's my favorite comic character. So like, which one's your favorite?
Right now, the 1000, the Superman 1000 is my favorite. But I also like Crime Lord Superman and Awful Lot. Who you can see on the far left of the screen there on the upper portion. So the Superman 1000 is my favorite of the many that I have. I'd like to. I wish I'd bought 2 of them because I like to have the one up on top doing the
pose.
Yeah, he's underneath the Captain America shield up on top, and I've got probably 3 or 4 other Superman figures. But none of them, as far as just the entire from the head down to the body sculpt, that Superman 1000 is the best one.
Yeah, no, so unfortunately, I found that some of the Superman figures that I've seen over the years are not like, even if the statue ones are not always posed dynamically. I'm like, he's one of the coolest characters. Why would you have him just standing there like limp dick, nothing going on?
The other issue is they're not coming with the flight base to make him look like he's flying either.
Oh yeah,
and it's
a no-brainer, dude.
No, I make them.
You what?
Yeah, I found a video on how to make your own flight stands out of like 75 strength wire or whatever the hell it is, but it works out really well.
Yeah, you got to make sure if it's plastic, it's really easy because those figures usually aren't that heavy. But if it's something heavier, then it's different monster altogether.
I got you. All right, hey Jacob Ironside, good sir, you are up. Show us what we can and cannot afford, please, sir.
Okay, I'll start with the can afford.
Thank you. Please get our hopes up. Yes, please.
I don't know which one this is.
While he whips that up, I also have a little Simone from Gurren Lagann figure. It was got it cheap, like maybe $7 or $8.
Where are you finding these, dude?
I got a couple of local games. Like see these pictures on the wall back here. That's Saitama from One Punch Man, signed by the English voice actor, and then the other one is just Godzilla in a Japanese ink style. But yeah, they put these things on sale every now and again, and then they have good art, and they bring like famous artists and voice actors in all the time to sign stuff. They're pretty legit, man. Honestly, that's my main source for a lot of this stuff.
Damn, no wonder he was asking myself. Like sales, what's that? I see why you were asking.
Like sometimes in person is the way to go, man. If you won't always find what you're looking for, but you might find something really valuable. Oh, that's a cool figure. Look at that.
See, Parker. Why is Parker $50? Yeah. The alien is only $36.
I don't know.
Yeah, black is premium, maybe. I don't know. Something.
There's a premium on it. Nice. That's a good one.
I mean,
that looks really good.
Head
sculpt. Like he's fully posable too.
Wow.
I like the gun detail too. Like sometimes like some
thing.
Yeah. Sometimes the guns they kind of go cheap on, but this one it looks legit, honestly.
That's very nice. This is NECA as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. NECA has the license for Alien.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
Pretty cool.
No, that's very nice. And these aren't these aren't pre-sales, right? These are actually out right now.
No, these are all out. These are out right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. You can get it delivered by. Yeah. I can't start a whole new collection, Jacob. Yeah. My wife will kill me.
Yeah,
I can't either, bro.
They also have the Dallas.
What was it? Yeah, go ahead.
They have Dallas and the other two that went out in the suits, the spacesuits, but they're in their spacesuits, not their just their regular uniform.
Not their civilian wear, so to say.
Right.
You have no idea. No, that's great, man. It's like what is like each of you, what's your favorite franchise like collection that you got like figure like I don't know, as far as figures go, like what's your favorite franchise in regards to collecting? That's hard.
Roman, you want to go first, dude?
I'm DC. DC is the bulk of my collection.
Yeah, I did notice.
And of course I have multiple of the same figures, but I like Marvel Legends as well. Of the two of the many figures you have available to collect, those are the two that I really like because I like superhero figures. And I'm not a Marvel or DC guy. I am both. I love both of the franchises. So I do, and from them I like both the movie figures and the comic book figures. On my Marvel shelves back there, I actually have them divided by movie and by comic book.
Funko Pop, get out! What are you doing?
Wait, what? What?
I love how universally people just shit on Funko. Sorry, go ahead.
That's because they can be funny. Like they're great for The Office. Because I did back when I had an office, back when I did work. I had a Funko Alien and a Funko Joey Ramone on my desk. It set the tone for anybody who came into my queue. So
for me, I would say it's DC, but specifically it's Green Lanterns. Like the most action figures I have, they're all like Green Lanterns on them. Let me see if I can shift this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I can shift it a little bit. Yeah, you can see they're all right to the top over my shoulder here.
Yeah. Like the upper left one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
That's cool.
Green Lanterns. I mean, I didn't. So the thing is, I only had a few when it was just Green Lanterns, but then I read Brightest Day and Blackest Night when you found out that there's more than just Green Lanterns. There's red, there's orange, there's yellow.
Pretty much. Am I the only one who wishes it was just one color? Am I basic for that? I don't know, man.
I thought the same thing until I read it was what's his name? It was my favorite Lantern, Kyle Rayner, and they told you about like if you combine them all,
he was like Yahoo cowboy kind of guy, right?
No, he was the artist.
Well,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And so basically, they say like, hey, the Guardians thought you should only have one emotion, but that's not really real. Like everyone experienced different emotions for different reasons. So you're like, why would you want to be a Rage Lantern? You're like, well, if someone was going to murder somebody, you could stop it. Wouldn't you be angry at that if you couldn't? Right. And so like when you do it that way, you're like, okay, that's cool. Which is coincidentally the only lantern they haven't released is White Lantern Kyle Rayner. I swear to God, no matter how much that one costs, I'm going to buy it. You know, that's gonna happen. Either that, or I'm gonna mod it myself. But for me, it's
we always, everyone has like a favorite character or a favorite story. It's like if they make a good figure for it, it's like, damn, I want that. It's like I need to get a All-Star Superman figure at some point because that's like my favorite comic of all time, or one of them.
You'll definitely be able to find that a lot easier at this point. Because if you haven't had it already, it's coming. But
I mean, McFarlane hasn't released it yet. I'm sure that they will. I mean, they just re-released and E.G.O, we were on board for this one, was the Dark Knight Returns. They just released their collector's version of Bruce, and it looks so good because they had put one out before and it looked okay, but this one is a definite level up. Of course, it was more expensive, but you know it is what it is.
Yeah,
I love the designs from the Dark Knight Returns. But also, I have a controversial opinion about that comic. Overrated.
Whoa! I'm going to forgive you because you're a young man and you just don't know.
The art is good, but they have whole pages of dialogue. He could have written a book if he wanted to write that much dialogue, man. I don't know. I know that's a hot take. That's why I said it. But
it's really hot.
We're losing them.
We got Jake. We're bringing him back. We're taking Ironside.
Clear.
Sir, what is this? This is a life size.
2.2 meters tall. Yeah,
yes.
that's life size, dude.
That thing,
7 feet.
That's
tall.
Gonna be like
7
8 grand,
tall.
10 grand, right there.
Bro, how much is? Go ahead, sir. How much is this thing right here?
Spot on. It is $8,000.
I said 8 grand. Hell yeah, I was right.
Well played.
Bro, $8,000.
Dude, 8 grand. That thing better strip nude or something. I don't know. That's a lot of money.
How much is shipping?
Yeah, I would be like, you better be able to put this suit on yourself. Come on.
Right, exactly.
Shipping is going to be like, if it like, depends on how heavy it is, but it's already so big, it maybe doesn't matter how heavy it is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It looks like it comes in pieces.
Oh yeah, the ones this size, they always come disassembled, almost always, at least partially.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's cool, dude.
That's very nice. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't buy that.
It's too bad it's from a really disappointing movie, but I always liked that design. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't allowed.
That I can stand firm with. Yes.
I was so excited for that movie, and then it came out. Yo, what's up, Beard of Darkness?
And they ruined it.
It's hard to tell a movie that's 3 hours. And the thing is that it's the same director that did The Watchmen, which is the same length of time, and everyone loved Watchmen.
I loved Watchmen.
I like Watchmen. I don't think it's I think 300 is maybe Zack Snyder's best movie, but
no, I waffle between 300 and his remake of Dawn of the Dead, which I really like.
I always forget he did that movie. Yeah,
that was him and James Gunn. That was actually them that did that movie. And then you got 300, which was just killer. I really enjoyed Watchmen. I actually like the ending in the movie better than the comic.
Oh yeah, it makes way more sense than the stupid Cthulhu hentai
the squiddies. I hated the squiddies. But otherwise, it's basically a page for panel for panel adaptation of the comic. They did a fantastic job, and I would say, like I said, arguably making the improvement with the Dr. Manhattan energy vice the stupid squid. So, anyway, that's
the visual for Dr. Manhattan was really good and strong in that movie too. Because think about it, a giant blue nude naked guy could look really stupid on screen if they did that.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
You got to see all of Doc Manhattan.
He's a grower. Anyway.
By the way,
I'm like, I really relate to this character. Anyway. Oh,
Roman,
yeah. 1/6 scale. The 1/6 scale of that Batman figure is like $300.
Holy crap.
Wait, the 1/6 scale is how much?
Yeah,
$300.
300, about 300, something like that.
That's like an anime figure, girl
Still too
figure, where you
much.
can
I
take
mean-
off all the clothing and everything is squishy. It's like that's a lot of money to be dropping, man.
Damn, it is.
So,
Yeah,
E.G.O, I've got 2 more, so I'm gonna do them at once here because I'm on a
Go right ahead.
crunch. So I got the Green Arrow.
Nice.
And he's put out a couple different Green Arrow
the
figures
OG.
before, but this one
Is that the OG?
No, this actually the hooded Green Arrow is actually a more modern design. The Robin Hood
Is that from Justice League
is the
Unlimited?
classic. He did have the hood in JLU, and I think he had the hood in JLU, or did he not wear a hat in JLU?
No,
I thought it was a hat.
Oh, maybe it was a hat. I might be.
Oh, let's look at the back here. We get some
That's
art.
very nice.
So this is what they're calling the Longbow Hunter version, which is
I remember that one. Yeah, Longbow Hunter Chronicles. Yeah.
So he's got a really nice look to him. His over shirt thingy here, it's a softer rubber, so it's a bit flexible.
I like that.
Excuse me.
But I just thought the figure itself, when I saw it, this is from their digital collection, which is, I'm going to say, a stupid idea, Todd. I've said
I
that
was going to ask you
before.
about that.
No, it's stupid. You have a digital figure somewhere. I've never bothered. I've only gotten 2 of these figures. I'm trying to get.
Wait, what do you mean
out.
digital figure? What?
Yeah, explain. You're explaining to wrong. Yeah.
It's actually it's dumb. It's one of the dumbest ideas ever. So you see this card in here.
No way.
It's almost like an NFT, except an action figure. I'm going to use the word retarded because I think it's entirely appropriate for what this is.
That's fair. It's fair.
I got run over when I was a baby by a car, and I would never think of an idea that fucking stupid.
No, sometimes Todd has good ideas, and sometimes he comes up with a digital. I don't know. I don't fully understand it myself or why it exists. So I'm trying to get the. You know what? I'm going to leave the bow in there in the interest of time. You've seen,
but they are posable. They are posable figures, though. Just digital.
The digital ones too. I don't know. I've never gotten on to do it because I haven't never even registered the digital thing because I just don't give a shit.
No.
Anyway,
At least with a digital movie, there's some value. You could actually use it for something.
Yeah, a digital action figure. I don't know what Todd's thinking. I don't presume to understand the mind's brain. He makes good action figures and good comics, so I can live with that. Not all the ideas are going to be winners, folks. So, and then this is my last figure of the day. This is the Marvel Legends Legacy Collection Deadpool.
That's a
so
really
I had
nice
actually
looking
ordered the
nice.
new one from the movie,
Nice.
and then I saw this. They just had this on the shelf at the store,
I
and I'm like, I don't need the one
actually
from
like
the movie.
this one better.
Me too. I like the color better. So
It looks high quality. I don't know if I'm not holding it, but it looks really good.
No, it looks wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
again, he's got the good range of motion that you get out of the Marvel Legends figures are very, as far as posability goes, they're very good, and they come with guns because Deadpool
Nice.
needs to come with guns.
So not like the
so-
emojis on an iPhone, obviously.
No.
So I've got the Wolverine from the movie coming, and he'll be like my 7th Wolverine figure, and that's fine. So he comes with a bunch of hands, and I want to get this little guy out because he's kind of cute but weird.
Are any of them flipping the finger?
No, they're not actually.
Missed opportunity.
I agree. So he comes with this little unicorn.
Oh, that's
thingy, which is pretty funny. But that's and he comes with the swords. I mean, he's got all the who's its and what's its in the packet here. Is the swords.
That's nice.
3 more sets of hands and a dagger.
That one's from Deadpool 2, right?
It just I don't think it actually says on here. It's just
Deadpool
Deadpool Legacy Collection. Oops, God damn it.
I used to have the
Sorry,
DC
everyone.
equivalent of that figure with the Joker, and he had like 4 faces, a whole bunch of hands. It was really quite neat. I miss it.
Nice. Oops,
So
my bad,
that's
dude.
that's that.
That's actually
Yeah,
pretty cool,
I have
bro.
seen one of
actually
those
like that.
Deadpool figures that has changeable, like they're magnetized, like his face. It's just so you just
Ooh.
pop that out and put in
Yeah,
like a
I
different
had the Joker version of that. It's
emotion on
pretty
him.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Not bad at all.
I only have one more, and it doesn't really qualify in the same way, but it's more miniature than not. But
That's fine, dude.
a while back, Brandon Sanderson, he's an author. He worked with Brotherwise Games to put out a line of miniatures based on characters in his books, and so those finally took a couple of years, but those suckers finally came in. But yeah, you got like they're 25 millimeter, and they're
That's pretty
they're very
cool.
like for not ones you don't have to assemble in any way. Like they have some really dynamic kind of poses here. Like you got
Really
Khaled in here with the armor of his enemies here as a kind of disguise, and a whole bunch of figures. I'm like, wow, for like single mold miniatures, these are coming out really clean. Like you can't even find lines on these things to scrape off, which with miniatures is almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
Or
But
like
how
a
much
little Silphrena. Yeah.
Oh, how much are they charging for those that you got those for?
For one of these boxes that has a collection like this, there's maybe 10 miniatures, 10 to 15. You're looking at like 30, 35 bucks maybe, depending.
That's not bad at all, man.
It's like considering how much like Warhammer costs. It's not even. It's very reasonable. It's like, wait, did you mention Citadel? Dude, I was raised by Games Workshop when I was a kid, man. What the hell happened to that company?
I have no idea, bro. But anyway, hey Jacob, sir, do you have one that's affordable and unaffordable? Because after that, we'll close everybody out and see what everyone else has got going on.
Yeah. Let me make sure.
Yeah, cool.
I'll just show two more.
Sure.
One of them has been on my list for a while.
Okay. All right.
What's the other one? And there's just two quick Lego ones.
Cool. Yeah.
So the first one.
It's actually appropriate.
Make sure I'm on the right screen. Save. Share screen. Now, this one is really cool.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Only $34.
Ooh, that is nice.
Oh, dude.
This is the Elder Predator from the second movie.
Yeah.
The second, I was gonna say that's the second one. I know that helmet. Yeah.
It comes with the gun.
So
that was it 17, 18 or whatever it was.
Yeah, the pistol. Yeah. Dude.
Comes with all his necklace there.
I'll crucify myself again. I like Predator way more than Alien, both in design and in the kind of movies they are.
I just think it's Alien.
I'm not going to beat you up too much on that. I don't agree, but I'm not going to beat you up because Predator is the next best alien creature in the universe besides just the xenomorph.
It's okay. Some of us are young, some of us are wrong. We can agree to disagree.
Yes. Very funny, young man.
And for a 7-inch figure, that head sculpt.
That's beautiful.
Really
I may have to add that to my collection. I have the young Predator from Predator. But this is like more my speed. He's old. I'm old. He's grumpy. We both have anger issues. This works out.
That's
cool.
That's awesome.
That's so
awesome,
cool, dude. I didn't like when I was trying to remember how old. I was maybe 9 when I first watched the original Predator movie, and I always thought, I wish I had a toy of this. But my little dumbass mind I had no idea there were already tons of toys out there when I was a kid. But
yeah.
Well, none of this stuff existed when I was a kid, like when Alien came out.
When was that?
That was 1979. Jeez. And so I was a kid when that came out, and I used to have my GI Joes.
Jeez, dude.
World War
Sorry,
II models. GI.
That's a very important Israeli combat unit. The GI Joes. There's no coming back from that, is there?
What would their one-liner be? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's gonna get clipped.
Oh my god.
We're the circumcision squad.
Oh my god. Dude.
I'm sorry to everyone watching the show. So close.
You can see how much this one is.
How far did they infiltrate? Just the tip.
Bro, how much? $850.
That's a Lego set?
This is a I saw this the other day. My son is a Lego nut, and he wanted. I'm like, I can't afford that, son. No way you can.
That's a lot.
Do you have a job done?
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a lot of money. That's a very nice set, though. Like really detailed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put like that under plastic or something, because when the grandkids come over and they snap off part of the Falcon, then you don't have grandkids and you're going to jail. So it's neither one of those is good.
So it looks like you can change it to the new Millennium Falcon or just the old one.
Oh,
so
like the
at least three of those figures.
Yeah, right.
Wow. How many pieces? Did it say how many pieces
So
it
is 33. I'll check in a sec. It's 33 inches long and 22 inches
Woof.
wide.
Wow.
That is a beast.
That is a bulky boy.
Wow.
My 4-year-old would be grabbing it like, look, Daddy, I can lift. I'm like, no, you can't.
1,000 pieces.
Yeah, 7,500 pieces. 41 pieces.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be challenging my son with a one I'm getting him for Christmas. It's gonna be like 1,500 pieces. He's never done one quite like that before, but yeah, this is well above his skill. Yeah,
that one is available now. You can buy that right now. But this next one is an old one. Is an old one from I think 70, 78 or something like that. But it's like still in the box and stuff.
I can imagine. If you ever find out how much the Death Star is, the next one, let us know, because I need to see how much that's going for now too.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys.
So this is a
Space
Space Command Center.
Oh, you have another one. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. Space Command Center.
Nice. All right.
And
See,
this
that's more
is
my
sold
speed.
for
I
auction.
can build that.
Yeah.
But
this
that
one
was
recently sold at auction.
1978. Oh.
Right. Now this my brother had some of these Lego space sets, and this recently, still in the box, recently sold for $10,000.
Holy sweet mother and Moses, dude!
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yes.
Like, I think you could just recreate that Lego set if you just know that, like, you can figure out the parts and do it for
you could
nothing.
For well under $10,000.
I could almost put that together with just a box of randos I have at my house. I'm pretty sure.
Probably 10 grand,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Wow. I didn't know the market was like that.
It depends. It really
I'm not
depends,
gonna be
man. There are
opening that
some
box.
older Legos go for even more than that, which is nutty.
Well, the Lego folks are I mean, they're very devoted to what they do as well.
They're kind of like like old book collectors too. Like I was once in a bidding war with some guy for an 1890s version of Frankenstein, an old.
Oh, nice! I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
because like I've read a lot of classic books. Frankenstein is maybe my favorite,
pieces.
and it's
This has
high the
189
bidding get on that?
pieces.
189.
That's it?
That's what I'm talking
For
about.
10 grand?
Ouch.
That's
Big woof.
quite a bit per piece. It's like $100 a piece.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing on that, but I agree with the
Not
sentiment.
at all. Jacob Ironside, did they say why it's valued that high or purchased that high? is like the piece is not in circulation anymore, or what?
I think these are rare because they're the first space Legos they came out with. So
yeah, when they started doing like
Oh.
sets, this is well before like Ninjago or any of that. This is old style. Like maybe this might be the original like run of styled Lego kind of systems they had.
I see. All right, you need to put that in like the description on that, because for 10 grand for 189 pieces, I need to know exactly what I'm getting for that.
Leave a little note at the bottom. We promise it's worth it.
Oh,
Promise.
Trust us.
Just see some rich guy buys this and opens it to build it, you know.
Bionicle.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
like
my son had Bionicles. He loved those when he was little. Those
I
were
had a
the-
couple
those
when I
were
was a
the
kid.
ones.
But the problem was there was an off-brand that was very similar, and then it was.
That's how you get. That's how everyone got. Yeah, the offsets one.
It was like when I would go to the Chinese like gas station down the street, they sell me authentic Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they were every single one of them was an Egyptian god. It was a weird thing. Yeah. Like, wow, Exodia's in every single pack. Who'd have thunk that was possible? Wow.
I guess we're going to be wrapping up at this point now, because I know a few of us got to go. But first up, we got Roman Sir. What do you have going on?
Hey, well, thank you for having me, first of all. And secondly, if you haven't bought the deluxe accessory pack for your McFarlane figures, buy one, because they don't come with proper weapons. So this Thursday, remember we are on every Thursday at 5 Pacific Standard over at Roman of the Empire. This Thursday, we have our regular panel, and we're having guest artist James Harris, the Jinja Ninja, is going to be on, and we are going to be doing a deep dive into the 1956 classic Forbidden Planet. So please come over and check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then the following week on September 12th, much to my chagrin and horror, we are doing The Fifth Element. That is the thank you for our 500 subs stream. Everybody loves it but me.
Yes.
So that's down the road. So those are my next two upcoming projects, sir. Thank you for having me today. This was a lot of fun. I've been waiting to open these guys up. Yes, Jacob.
Fantastic,
yes.
Awesome. Hey, Jacob Ironside, dude, what do you got going on as well, man?
Yeah, man. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be going over 2 episodes of the X-Files. I do that every first Tuesday of the month, and we'll be going over episode 14 and 15. And then this Saturday, I'll be starting a new show. It's a gaming stream, and I'll be playing Horror on the Orient Express. It's just a fun D&D game. So that's what I got.
Hell yeah, dude! I love a good TTRPG.
Nice, bro. Please put out the announcement for the new game on Saturday so we can retweet it and share, and join in on the live and see how you're doing with that game too, man. All right.
Cool.
And lastly, the newest edition, Ultimate Kahuna. Good sir, what do you got going on? Let us know.
On my main channel.
I like to do live readings of books occasionally. I release a lot of video content talking about life, raising kids, and in the indie sphere, books in general, comics, anything related to nerd culture as well as Hawaiian culture. So I'll cover stuff like that. And then every Tuesday at 6:30 PST, I go on the podcast, the Iron Seas podcast, with Justin from Evely Music, Andy from AC Pritchard Pub, and Joe Batts from Bat Sauce, all on YouTube. And we talk about a movie that we had to watch together, and then we talk about culture and different topics relating to storytelling. But yeah, man, it's just everything. I try to make sure that everything I do online is entertaining, regardless of message or like how important or not important the subject is. And that's all I'm trying to do, man. So E.G.O, thanks for having me on, man. It was a great blessing.
Dude.
It was a lot of fun.
No, dude, thank you for actually just jumping in and saying you want to join in. Honestly, we keep this as open as possible, and we don't really close any kind of ranks. So I'm just glad you saw it and want to jump in. Shout out to Johnny Douglas for linking us up so that he's on. You're now on the Toy Squad DM group. So, dude, any pre-orders you see, any new thing that you get, or anything you want to get, son of a bitch, dude, you're coming in at the end,
What's
dude.
going on?
Yeah, boy.
Really? You freaking Brit bastard.
Save the best for
All right,
last.
well, E.G.O, unfortunately, I am gonna have to jump out, buddy. But
all good, dude.
So, but thank you for having me.
Oh,
You're in trouble, sir.
I must smell or something because Roman's got to go now. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm already a half hour overtime, guys. I don't want Mrs. of the Empire coming out and why are you still out in the garage?
Yeah.
Blame me for that.
She'll give you a battle of Kanai. It'll be great. Nice to meet you, Roman, by the way.
YouTube, I just subbed on YouTube their Ultimate Kahuna, sir. And Lance, what the hell, man? All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, we get. All right, dude.
Later, Roman.
Lance, we gotta get you in the next one, man. You came in a little late. I knew it's late, and
listen,
on your time.
I'm so sorry. I had a last minute booking for an interview yesterday.
Okay.
And if you watch it, you'll understand why I was late because I broke down crying on the stream live on YouTube. So it's pretty embarrassing. Yeah.
I do that on a regular basis just so people expect it.
Oh, okay. Well,
we had internet issues for like the first half hour, dude. Do you have at least one that you want to show us while I still do have you on though?
Well, like a toy.
Have you on that stream? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. I've got a few behind me, but I might get something from the other room.
That's fine, dude. We got a few. We
I
can
think
at least
I
one.
told you guys. Actually, when I was on, do you remember when I was on your last stream? I actually ordered something when I was online.
Yeah,
which was your fault. Like, it was totally your fault. And that was this.
Oh,
nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And there's
dude, that's cool. Look at you got a whole collection.
There's a Predator one as well, and I want to get that as well. I actually want to use these for a game. I'm not one of these people that keep shit in boxes. I like to get it out and play with it. I mean, I keep the boxes, but I still like to get it out and play with it. So, yeah, I want to get an alien. I want to get the Predator one, and then do some kind of aliens versus Predator with the humans trapped in the middle sort of game for a games convention.
Is that Burke?
That'd be awesome. It's really nice.
So, what was that story? What was that, buddy?
Is the human character? Is that Burke? From Aliens, the character?
No, I think it's supposed to be one of the characters from Aliens versus Predator, the first one, because if you look at the pillar behind it, it's like from that pyramid thing.
Yeah, I've seen that jacket somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it might be the Lance Henriksen character, or the guy that's kind of like Lance Henriksen.
That movie will never win any awards, but it is exactly what I wanted that first movie to be.
Fair, I can give that. Horror in space. Lance, dude, I'm so sorry that we were wrapping up when you came on. We'll have to do another one at a time that works for you, man.
It's all right. It's because I mean, I knew the stream was on, but I stayed off. After the interview finished, I stayed on line with my friend because we had this guy on who is the twin brother of one of the producers of my last film. His brother died in April of 2023, and he's made a documentary about him. And I'd never talked about his death before to anybody because I didn't really have time to process it when it happened. So we showed the trailer for the documentary. He's had open heart surgery 6 times, so the documentary is called 6 Times Open. So we showed that trailer, and I tried to start the interview, and I just burst into tears. It was so embarrassing. And I had to come off camera and everything. But like this dude says, it happens to him every week. So maybe I should make that a regular feature now. And, I might, I mean, to be honest, it was genuinely heartfelt.
Don't be embarrassed. That when it's somebody
Oh yeah, as long as it's for something important, no one will judge that. It's not like a liberal show where I hop on I'm just crying because everything's so hard right now. No, it's not.
No, it's the first time I talked about his passing at all. I didn't really have time to process it when it happened because my ex-wife was in the middle of moving out the week it happened. So there was a lot of other things going on, and so that's really the first time I chatted about it, and it just suddenly hit me, and I just was like, I was a mess. It was I don't know what happened, but must be a sensitive guy, I guess. So
I applaud you, man. It's hard to talk about stuff like that on camera or on live stream. I had to do the same thing when Hawaii was on fire last year, and I was trying to help everyone over there. It's not something it's easy to talk about, man. I applaud you for doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to promote his film, so you know, because I
Wait,
think it's
hold up. Here's your chance, sir. Please go ahead,
What's
promote away, sir. Promote away.
Oh well, I mean, this is what I said was not my stuff. Was the interview was about promoting this guy's movie. Oh man, I had all the windows open and everything, but
all good, dude.
I have a really huge guest on this month. I've got Gail Ann Hurd on my channel this month, so I can show you that. Hang on, I've got a poster for that.
Yeah.
So
no problem.
But I mean, if people check out the last interview I did, it's number 74. I'm trying to hit 100 by the end of the year, so I'm getting pretty close. So I think I'm going to do it. It's it's the one called 6 Times Open with David Stretton Downs, and it might not be of interest to your fan base. Documentaries, comics, not a huge crossover there. But
I'll watch, bro. Regardless, we'll watch.
Yeah, well, you gotta watch it just to see me blub, haven't you? Now, so you know that's the hook. Hang on, I will share. So I'll share this with you guys real quick.
Yeah,
so, I feel a bit of a fraud coming on really late, and you're letting me plug my shit already.
Bro, you're here. You're in the group, man. That's what we got.
So yeah, so Gail's coming on the 25th of September. I've got her for exactly an hour. I've had to submit all my questions in advance.
I never thought about that. Yeah,
I think it's 6 o'clock my time, so it's going to be around sort of 1 p.m. East Coast, I think. And actually, when we get off the stream, I'll tell you a couple of other things about it. But yeah, so my YouTube channel is the only YouTube channel she's ever been on.
Wow,
and she's been on my channel once already.
That's cool.
Yeah. So producer of Aliens, Terminator 1 and 2, and the entire Walking Dead franchise. Yeah, it's kind of a big guest for me. You know, I'm pretty so pleased that you agreed to come back.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
bro, you can't wait, man. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Thank you, dude. Even if you're late in here, at least you made it in. Like I said, we have the Toy Squad DM open for a reason, so anyone can jump in when they need to. So I just appreciate you jumping in and showing what you got.
I get very confused about the time difference. I had no idea if you guys have been on for 5 hours or 5 minutes. There was, I think Jacob invited me to something else the other day, and I jumped on it, and it was like I came in and it said stream ended 16 hours ago. So I missed that one by much more.
Dude, I've hopped off. I've forgotten. I've mixed up what day it is. I go to hop on. I'm like, I missed it by like 3 days. What is wrong with me?
All good. Yeah, so I think that what time is it in the UK right now, dude?
11:45 p.m. right now.
So that's like so 6 hour difference from me, and I'm in Texas, so that's central. So you're 6 hours ahead of us. So that's what I usually do. I try to go. I think you're always either 5 or 6 hours for your side.
Dude, next time I come to Southern Junction, you and I are going to go to. Next time I come to Texas, you and I are going to go to Southern Junction, the big cowboy bar.
Oh, sweet! Dude. That's happening. Nice.
It's where they get the huge like tomahawk steaks, and you cook them yourself on the. They've got these rollers and stuff, and they've got these big vats of.
I suppose I could join you.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Listen, that's a group outing right there.
I would love that.
That's a fun live. That's a fun live stream waiting to happen right now.
I would do that, guys. I got to get ready to get out of here as well. My wife's making me put up the light fixtures, so I promised I would help them before it started to rain. But guys, thank you so much. It's been an awesome stream, guys. If you know anyone that wants to talk about any of the toys they've got, either if it's from their holy grails, one that they remember the most of, or something that they got to get their hands off or has questions about toys in general, let me know. We'll add to the DM group, and we'll actually put them in one of our next streams as well. But for Ironside, Lance, new friend, the Kahuna, and E.G.O, guys, we are out.